Okay, so next is from Eaton Axe Wound. The subject is question for Joe and Disco. My question is for Jovial Joe Feeney and God Glenn Gilberti, and it's about Konnan. What do you guys think when Konnan refers to Tony Khan as a cool guy? Now, obviously, I haven't met Tony, and I don't think either of you have either, but Tony Khan is as cool as a court summons. Every single time the guy does an interview, sends out a tweet, or does some type of segment for AEW, he always makes himself look like the biggest, most annoying teenager in the world. He's in his 40s. Kendrick Lamar is cool. Dr. Dre is cool. Jack Nicholson is cool. Joe Rogan is cool. Tony Khan is Joe and Disco, what do you think?
You're stupid.
I'm going to answer this.
I have met Tony Khan, by the way.
Okay, I've never met Tony Khan, but I can't comment on that. If you're taking a guy based on what you've seen on his TV and his Twitter, and you're making a judgment whether he's cool or not, because let me tell you something, you've never met Tony Khan either, and I guarantee you've never met Kendrick Lamar, you've never met Dr. J, you've never met Jack Nicholson, you've never met Joe Rogan. So your whole thing of like trying to decide who is cool and what's not for people you have never met is just a completely flawed argument. Joe, what's your answer?
I met him for like 5 seconds, so obviously I couldn't really form an opinion. But if Konnan says he thinks Tony is cool, then that's what he thinks. He thinks Tony is cool. There's no other motivation behind it. He likes the guy. I mean, are we supposed to have a problem with that?
Right. Konnan, what is your response to this emailer?
Bro, let me explain something to this. First of all, I wasn't comparing him to like Eddie Murphy or Andrew Dice Clay or none of these other guys that we perceive to be cool. What I meant was okay, let me tell you this. The first time I met him, we walked from whatever they were doing the shows like at the Jacksonville football stadium, remember?
Yeah. Right.
And it was like his dad owned that. I was like, holy his dad owned that stadium. He's a billionaire son. He's got $1 billion. He's spending his own money. And with all the, and he was very cool. He wasn't cool like chick magnet, jock. He was just for being a 40-year-old billionaire that could be full of and aloof and stuck on himself. And I don't got time to talk to you or don't bother me. He was just a laid back dude. Yeah, he's super nerd, super Mark fan. That's what he is. But his essence, he's a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
And his other problem is, people don't call him out on a lot of his booking, and he makes a lot of rookie mistakes that I made myself. And booking's not easy, bro. Everybody thinks it's easy. Everybody has a opinion until they have to do it themselves. I'll ask you right now, Glenn, Joe, how many great bookers have there been in the last 15 years?
Not a lot.
No.
Not a lot.
Right.
Let me say this too.
Why is that?
Hunter and NXT.
Because it's not easy.
Yeah.
Let me give you a perfect example too, because like I think this guy's like when he said Dr. Dre, Kendrick, bro. When we use the word like, hey, so and so, yeah, he's cool. Like if Conan's telling me, hey, this is cool, means like, okay, I'll get along with him. He's not like perfect example.
Right.
Okay, by any measurable metric, Dave Meltzer is not cool. It's not like Kendrick Lamar, but Conan's always saying, hey, me and Dave are cool.
Yeah,
like Dave's cool. Like and on it just depends on what level you think a cool guy should be. But if people, bro, I know a lot of nerds that are cool. Like they're cool because we have a lot of common interests. We'll talk on the phone for an extended period of time and stuff. But they're not like clubbers, people I go to the club with and stuff. But people that I'm cool with, and like, yeah, this guy's cool. So like, I don't know. This is, bro. You're taking that word and you're trying to make an email out of it. So just kazoo the guy, Konnan,
right?
Because that was an attempt to try to like to stir up some. That wasn't there.
And we get those every week.